Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to my channel, Mediterranean Cooking by Marina. Today I am making a dish that I've been trying to make for a while here in on this channel. I tried last time, but then everybody came home and started to make noise, so I had to interrupt the video. Today, finally, I get to make it for you guys, and it's beef bourguignon. As you know, beef bourguignon or any French cuisine dishes were brought to the United States by the dear and late Julia Child, which is somebody that I admired very much. She lived for a while in Paris with her husband, and she wanted to do something because she just didn't want to stay home, and therefore, because she wanted to eat and she thought she would be good at cooking, she attended and graduated from the Cordon Bleu school in Paris. So I am not at her level. Therefore, I'm telling you guys, I'm making a beef bourguignon, my version, and my version, by my version, I mean to tell you guys that I'm a person that doesn't have a lot of time. I have a very busy household, and so I'm gonna teach you guys on the fast track, okay? The fast way to make a beef bourguignon that doesn't take 3 to 4 hours to get ready, because I thought it was too long, but it's a great recipe. So here we go. Let me move my camera here, and here on my, ooh, this is hot. Let me get a pot holder. Here I have my beef that I got, I bought ready, cut at the store. The original recipe requests that you cut your beef in chunks, and then you dry it with a paper towel, season it, flour it, and I'm gonna tell you what the steps I made here. I have here a mirepoix, and a mirepoix, for those who don't know it, is a French term for a mixture of carrots, celery, and onions. So I bought a mirepoix ready from the store because I don't like celery and I don't like to think about cutting it. So I bought it ready, and I bought a mirepoix because just because I don't like celery, so there's not a lot on the mirepoix. I saute in 2 tablespoons olive oil my meat along with my mirepoix. First you saute the mirepoix and then the meat. I seasoned with a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and now I'm gonna add a tablespoon of flour. And why do you need flour for this? The flour will thicken your sauce. So we're gonna stir this around. Oops. I'm trying to show it to you guys, but yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have to hold my cell phone with one hand and stir the pot with another. So hopefully this will be 2 tablespoons of flour will be enough to thicken my sauce. Let me lay this here because I'm gonna need 2 hands now. I have about half a pound of mushrooms that I saute in oil and butter, and all the quantities that I used I'm gonna write on the description of this video, so don't worry. And these have to be done separately. This is why the recipe takes so long, because too many ingredients that need to be cooked separately. And here I have pearl onions that I peeled and sauteed in butter and olive oil. Add it to my beef bourguignon here. I'm gonna stir this around just for a little bit. As you can see, excuse me. I want to make sure that you guys can see the pan with everything in it. I'm gonna pour about a cup of, I have mushroom broth here, but you can use vegetable broth. The original recipe calls for beef broth. I don't think it really matters which kind of broth you're gonna use. And now I have my my stovetop. I have it in high heat. I have my stove on high heat because I want to cook this. And last but not least, I'm gonna use a half a bottle or 1/4 of a bottle of red wine. I chose very cheap Cabernet Sauvignon, which really doesn't matter what kind you use. The wine is just for the flavor. Well, I use half a bottle here. It doesn't matter what kind of wine you use, and doesn't have to be the real expensive kind of wine. I'm gonna boil this for a while on high heat because the original recipe asks for you, request that you put this mixture in the oven for 3 hours. Now, this might have worked in the old days in the 1950s or so, but we're in 2025. We don't have time anymore. Women work out of the house most of the time. I don't, but like I said, my household is very busy. I don't have time 3 to 4 hours to be elaborating one single meal. So I am putting my beef stew, my beef bourguignon, on a high heat, and I'm gonna cover my pan. I'll be back when the sauce is thicker to show you guys how it should look like. And just in case I forget, so I'm gonna say this now before I forget, you can serve these with this beef bourguignon. It goes really well with mashed potatoes. Another suggestion that I have is with some kind of souffle. I made a corn souffle just the other day. I think it would look and taste great with a corn souffle. But mashed potatoes is the dish of preference for a side dish for beef bourguignon. Of course, you can use a baked potato and mash it and just pour your beef bourguignon on top. That would be another great idea. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna pause the video. I'll see you guys soon. See you later.